The man looked to the sky in shock. A giant hand suddenly gripped the side of the mountain, causing the earth to tremble. He vaguely saw a giant rushing by. Out of curiosity, the man decided to follow. When he came across a group of giants, he wasn't scared at all. Instead, he greeted them enthusiastically, asking one of the giants where they were heading, and if they could carry him on their shoulder for a ride. It was unclear whether the giant understood, but a massive hand reached out toward him, causing the man to stumble backward in fear. Thankfully, the fox at his side scared the giant away. The man, named Gawain, traveled across mountains heading north. He was on this journey because of a mysterious game. Gawain was the nephew of the current king. In the past, he spent his days drinking, seeking pleasure, and living idly. The king desperately hoped Gawain could take on the responsibilities of the nation, but the royal family all thought Gawain was useless. During the king's New Year banquet, the legendary Green Knight suddenly barged into the hall. He was hideous yet immensely powerful. The Green Knight proposed a game. The rules were simple. If anyone dared to challenge him and injure him, they could keep his axe as a symbol of honor. However, 1 year later, the Green Knight would return the same blow, in the exact same manner to the challenger. No one at the banquet dared to step forward. Gawain, wanting to prove himself to the king, leapt over the table to accept the challenge. The Green Knight spread his arms wide, allowing Gawain to strike. Taking the opportunity, Gawain swung his sword and decapitated him. Gawain thought he had outsmarted the rules, believing that the Green Knight couldn't seek revenge, since he was already dead. To his horror, the Green Knight didn't die. Instead, he picked up his severed head and declared their brutal agreement. A year later, Gawain must travel north to the Green Chapel to receive a blow from the Green Knight. Terrified, Gawain realized he had sealed his own fate just to show off. However, his bold act won him great admiration. Stories of his heroism spread across the kingdom. A year passed quickly. As the king's nephew and the nation's hero, Gawain knew he had to honor his promise. Before his departure, his mother gave him a magical belt. The belt, she said, would protect him from death when the Green Knight struck. Gawain mounted his mighty steed and set out on his fateful journey.